Stop playing with me. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with everybody. I'm talking about Megan, Nikki, everybody involved. Moniece, Mr. Kanka, everybody involved. Stop playing with them before one of y'all really end up getting y'all ass beat. Period. And I've already seen doxing. People start doxing each other. They doxing each other back. Like, yeah, I found your information and the charges have been filed. That's all over Twitter right now. Y'all gonna mess with the right one, okay? And you're gonna get what you're looking for. Hey y'all, my name is Gabby and I'm a girl that gets it. If you don't get it, I advise you to get with it. Now, I made a couple videos over the past few days regarding this whole Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj rap beef. Hiss came out a few days ago, then Nicki released Bigfoot as a rebuttal, and now here we are, okay? This is going to be a little bit more of a serious video. I just have some things to say about some of y'all's behavior. So I am here on my internet platform, no matter how small, how big, it doesn't matter. People are online sharing their opinions, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, right? Everybody's just sharing their opinions on the topic. And that is perfectly fine. What is not fine is some of the things y'all are saying, doing, threatening. It's getting weird, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is in relation to Megan's allegedly, apparently, I'm not really sure. I just have seen it on social media. Multiple platforms have been reporting this, is that Megan's mom has passed away. You know, most of us know this, if not all of us know this about her. She's been very open about that. I believe both of her parents have passed away, and then she lost some of her grandparents that she was close to as well. Horrible situation. I feel awful for her. I couldn't even imagine. Now, apparently, in light of this rap beef with Nicki Minaj, the location of her mom's grave has been doxxed. And people are threatening to dig up her body, desecrate the grave, do this, do that. I know not everybody is born with sense, but, like, are you okay? What type of nasty, foul, funky, dirty individuals are on the internet talking like that? And a lot of times y'all names be attached to these accounts and you're just saying it like, baby, this is how people are losing jobs. This is how people are literally, you can literally be arrested for some of these threats and have legal action taken against you. So let's be serious for a second. And now I'm not only going to talk about Megan, because apparently the same thing is happening to Nicki Minaj about her father's gravesite. That location has been doxxed and people are making threats. Whether, I don't know if they're making threats behind the name of Megan or behind the name of Nicki, whatever. Because when I see stuff like that, I just really try to just block that out. But this whole stan culture and, you know, I'ma stand 10 toes for whoever, y'all don't have no sense, okay? You can speak your opinion. You can ride for one person. You can favor one person. You can not like, you can even hate the other person. I don't care, babe. I don't care. But when it comes to things like this, it's just giving no home training. It's giving no class, low class, no decorum, and just dirtball activity, okay? Leave those people alone and their deceased relatives alone. These are people that they love and care about, and if somebody was to say that type of stuff to you, you would literally lose your shit, okay? Stop, please, all right? This stuff is not a joke. Like, rap beef, look, like I said in one of my last videos, there are no rules in beefing, in fighting, in, you know, they going bar for bar, cool. Actually, they weren't even going bar for bar, but words were exchanged. Okay, cool, I get that. All's fair in love and war. But when you start doing stuff outside of that, and it's just, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Because y'all are starting to act like animals and not human beings. Both of these are two human beings, two women, two black women. We go through enough, okay? Now, when it comes to them taking their shots at each other, I know people are going to say, you know, the girls shouldn't be arguing. We should all be coming together. I completely agree to a certain extent. Now, Nicki has been subbing Megan for a while. To me, I feel like Megan should have clapped back, and she did. And what she did was minor, in my opinion. What Nicki did was a little bit more extreme, but she was entitled to do that. I don't have no problem with her doing that. I just didn't like the song, okay? Listen, these are two women, two black women, two human beings with families, with friends. Nicki has a child. Megan has people she's associated with, her family members and things like that. Stop bringing them outside people into this. Now, I know what you're going to say. Her husband. The crimes against her husband, okay? The things that he was accused of, and some of which that he was actually tried for and guilty of. Now, that is an outside person. Yes, I completely understand. Megan took a shot at him by saying the Megan's Law bar. More on that later. But I feel like in the way that Nicki was subbing and subbing and subbing her for a while, different bars and different songs, Megan hit her somewhere that it hurt. Was that a low blow? You might think it is. I personally really don't. Nicki saying lying on your dead mama, you might not feel that that's a low blow. I do, simply because I'm not finna play about the dead. Like, are you dumb? Well, like, what do you mean by that? But yes, I could be completely wrong. You could be completely right. I don't really care. Everything is a difference of opinion and perspective. This is just mine, okay? Her husband is really the only thing that people talk about because this is Nicki Minaj, like a goddess among men. I've seen so many people say, does Nicki Minaj know she's Nicki Minaj? Because she doesn't act like it. Like, y'all. The fact that she married this dude is weird and creepy and disgusting to me. Those are my thoughts. Those are a lot of people's thoughts, actually. And even the Barbs don't like him. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. These are human beings. Their families really shouldn't be involved. But since family has gotten involved, I understand why Nicki said what she said and did what she did. Now, y'all are taking it to a whole nother level, doxing grave sites and doxing people in general. So many people on social media that have spoken out either way, for Megan, for Nicki, whatever, are getting their information leaked, their families threatened. All this type of stuff is... I'm like, why do we can't just disagree and debate and call it a night? Like, things are getting so serious, and this is stan culture in general, okay? I've seen this so many times, whether it was Barty Gang versus Nicki, all the Lotto, everything that goes on, and that's just the girls, okay? It's just so stupid. Can y'all stop? We can disagree and move on. Like, some of y'all be in the comments so pissed off, like, oh my God, talking this, talking that, and you sound stupid and crazy like you don't have a life, which is what everybody was saying about Nicki Minaj because of the way she reacted on the internet. Like, y'all, Megan said on an interview that she doesn't have social media on her phone. She'll be all right. She won't see none of it. I believe she doesn't really have social media on her phone. I do not believe that she's not seeing all this going on. Somebody's letting her know. She's looking it up herself. I don't know. She's watching this, okay? Now, I say that to say, both of these women are consuming what you guys are putting out in some way, shape, or form. Myself included. I am putting something out that could be consumed by Megan or Nicki or somebody just across the internet, which it has been because people are watching the videos. Y'all gotta think about what you're saying and what you're doing, bro. Like, ugh. It's disgusting. It's disappointing me and my homegirls because if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell could you go? I'm upset. I'm upset by the things that I'm seeing about both women. I'm a hottie till I die, okay? I'm on the sides of both women, though. When it comes to this type of issue, y'all need to relax and be cool off the both of them. Let it be rap beef. Talk about the bars. Talk about the drama. Do not talk about nobody's dead relatives, okay? Period. I'm going to leave that there. Now, I do want to talk about something else. And that is the whole Megan's Law bar, okay? So I don't know 100% about this topic. I'm not going to act like I'm super knowledgeable when I am not. However, Megan's Law it came about because of a horrible tragedy, that befell Megan Kanka, and excuse me if I'm not pronouncing the last name correctly. I believe it's Kanka from what I've heard. Megan Kanka and her family, she was unfortunately raped and unalived by one of their neighbors, somebody that lived close by to them that was a known predator, offender, and the family did not know. So basically, a lot happened, and then it came to this point where we are today, where everybody's talking about Megan's Law because of this bar. But Megan's Law was put into place to try to avoid situations like that in the future, and I'm sure it has helped so many more of those situations not happen. Even if it was just, it helped one person get away from somebody like that, it has done its job, okay? But this law came about to protect the general public from these type of people and make sure that they cannot live in close proximity around children in different community areas, and make sure that they are registered so that people know who they are in their neighborhood, if they are in their neighborhood, right? Okay, excellent. That is a good thing, all right? Now, I saw a post a couple days ago, and it's been kind of like an ongoing topic as well, that Mr. Kanka, Megan's father, is not happy about the use of the bar in the song. I think he was saying, you know, it was disgusting, distasteful, things of that nature, right? Now, I'm not mad at him for saying that. Honestly, I think this needs to play out in a court of law. Yes, everybody's going to have, you know, the court of public opinion, but this needs to play out in court because Megan's intention obviously was to not disgrace or disparage or defame that family in any way or speak ill on the dead, the passed away Miss Megan, right? So I don't really have an opinion on how he felt because honestly, he's entitled to how he feels just like everybody else is. But when it comes to people that are telling him to stay in his lane, he's crazy, this is irrelevant, you're trying to pull nothing out of something, and all of these comments that I saw made towards him under these posts, now I'm not sure if he's seen any of them, if he cares, whatever, I don't know. But I have seen them, and I just feel like I need to speak on that. Y'all are so disrespectful and crazy. If you believe that Megan did not have any ill intent towards that man, towards the family, anything like that from what she said, what are we arguing about? The man is talking about potentially a lawsuit. I'm not sure if they've actually gone forward with the lawsuit at this time, but if that was the case, if I saw people talking like that about me and about my feelings about the situation that happened to me and my daughter's name being brought up, yes, her name is brought up because her name is associated with that law. That law was named for her. Directly, whether you think it's directly or indirectly, her name was brought into the equation. Now, intent is a huge part of this to me. Megan's intent had nothing to do with them, period. She was saying that Nikki is not mad at her. She's mad at Megan's law, okay? That's what the bar was. And Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband, does have to adhere to that law because of the charges that are against him. So it's like, I'm not mad at Mr. Kanka. I can't even imagine being him, going through everything that he went through, and now all of this is coming back up today for a reason that's not necessarily positive, right? I couldn't imagine how he feels about that. And my sympathy goes out to him in any situation. But y'all gotta relax. Like, these are people's lives. These are people's families. Again, he is a human being. Stop treating people like that. You can pop your shit at any point, bro, but you don't have to go too far with it. That's all I'm saying. And then as a result of this, so Moniece Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop, that's where I know her from. I don't know where y'all know her from. If she does other things, I don't know. So she made a couple of tweets basically in favor of the Kanka family and how they feel, how they're upset by the song, the bar, whatever the case, right? And essentially she's just saying, you know, imagine this horrible tragedy happened to you. You dealt with it then. You got the law passed. It was a good thing. Everybody's starting to move forward and now it's being brought back up. And, you know, it's not something that they're in support of. It wasn't something that she was in support of. I completely get that, and she was entitled to say what she said, and honestly, I get where she's coming from. Imagine, you know, it could potentially re-traumatize somebody, right? And do I think that was Megan's intention? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think that was her intention at all, but you don't always have control of the effect, even if you are the cause, right? So Megan did what she did, said what she said, and now she's receiving a little bit of backlash on this Megan's Law bar, probably because of something she didn't even think about. And that's just something she's going to have to deal with. Like I said, in a court of law, let it play out. If he is serious about actually doing a lawsuit, or if anything, I would suggest she just does an apology. Like, hey, my intent was this. I did not mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Whatever. And be done with it. That might be enough for the family to move on, but it might not. She is a public figure, okay? This is the court of public opinion. That man has an opinion, and he really has something to do with it. So, however that plays out is gonna be how it plays out, okay? But Moniece, like I said, made a post basically in his favor, supporting what he was saying, and she actually made that post in response to how people were dogging him out and dragging him, saying he needs to stay in his lane. He was a crazy old man. This, and that. When Moniece said what she said, people started dogging her out. She's nasty. People are going to hurt her children. People are going to attack her, do this and this and that. She's dumb. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Stay in her lane. She's not relevant. This and that, right? Y'all, please. The stan culture has got to stop. And if y'all feel like you're doing this and saying this in the name of Megan Thee Stallion, if people feel like they're doing and saying things in the name of Nicki Minaj, they don't need y'all to say and do that. They don't need y'all to say and do them things to that level to where you are really being a harmful, nasty individual, okay? Back your people, talk your shit. I'm on here doing it. So many other people are on social media doing it, and that is allowed. That actually adds more fuel to the fire in terms of clicks and views and relevancy. Everybody's happy, okay? Talk your shit, that's fine. But when it comes to threatening people, doxing them, putting their information out, just y'all's going crazy. I say all that to say, I do not support all women. Some of you bitches are very dumb, okay? It's boys too. It's a lot more boys than I thought it would be that are participating in this insane level of stan culture, okay? Think about if it was you, all right? Think about if the location of your parents' gravesite was being doxxed and threatened. Think about if your children were being doxxed and threatened, your other relatives, their addresses being leaked. Think about that. The address of where you work. People are talking about beating you up, killing you, all this type. Babe, human beings, okay? We can just leave it at that. Rat beef, drama, people having problems with each other is human nature. Okay, that's just going to be what it is. And people are always going to choose sides. And I love that. I love the debate. I love that people are talking, right? It's when it goes too far that I have a problem with. And I think things are just completely getting out of hand. If Nicki Minaj releases more music, she says she has another diss track or something like that on the way. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to play out. If it does drop, and people are still talking about it, which they will be. Hell, I will more than likely still talk about it because I have strong opinions on the matter. It's something that I care about, right? If that does happen, more things are released about Megan that she says she has. If Megan talks back to Nicki, more things are released. Whatever happens, just conduct yourself with the sound mind and understand that these are human beings that y'all are talking about. It's human beings that are in the comments on Twitter, whatever, that are saying their piece without being disrespectful and horrible and nasty towards you. You don't have to react like that. Period. Just talk your shit and go. Alright? That's what we're here for. That's what the internet was made for. Okay? So stop playing with me. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with everybody. I'm talking about Megan, Nicki, everybody involved. Moniece, Mr. Kanka. Everybody involved. Stop playing with them before one of y'all really end up getting y'all ass beat. Period. And I've already seen doxing. People start doxing each other. They doxing each other back. Like, yeah, I found your information and the charges have been filed. That's all over Twitter right now. Y'all gonna mess with the right one, okay? And you're gonna get what you're looking for. So that's all I have to say. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. I know this was a serious video, but I just had to get that off my chest because it just gives me the ick. Some of y'all, it's just nasty. But you don't have to conduct yourself like that in order to get your point across, have your thoughts heard, and say what you gotta say, period. So that's all. That's that on that. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.